What's up everyone? So in today's video, we are finishing up part 2 of the lift, installing the rear components on the Tacoma. If you saw last video, there was just way too much footage. So we're working on the rear today. Let's roll the footage. All right, so you guys just saw we got the wheels off. Everything is up in the air. This is gonna be, I'm gonna say it's gonna be easy. Should be easy. There's 4 bolts holding the U-bolts here, 2 on each side. And then there's there's 6 bolts. Then there's the bottom and the top of the shock itself. So we have to loosen these up, put that add a leaf underneath it. I don't know how torqued on they are, but this should work.
Well, now they're probably looser though.
Yeah.
Because there's no pressure on it anymore.
Okay, well that's good. All right.
There's that piece.
And we have new hardware, so.
So these U-bolts are...
These are useless now.
All right.
At least for this lift. And then we have to take the bump stop off. Keep that because we're going to reuse it. I'm going to have to look at the instructions real quick because this top here is the same as that one. And I don't know which one gets replaced.
Well,
so set these aside.
I feel like, hold on, there's actually a shim in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see on camera, this shim probably gets taken out. And this is probably connected to that shim.
I didn't know there was... Wouldn't that be for a lifted truck? Well, this is a little higher than
you think?
stock.
Comment below.
TRD off-road doesn't have like SR5 suspension.
Yeah, it has upgraded suspension. They could put a shim because it's slightly taller, maybe.
Possibly.
Fun fact, if that is a fact.
I don't know.
Or,
let me know, guys. I have no idea.
Any Toyota techs?
But some, they don't. Bilsteins aren't in all Toyotas.
Right.
So
maybe the TRD off-road, maybe even the Sport has.
Possibly. All right.
So I guess that bolt and then the shock off, right?
We're gonna do the shock first, and then we're gonna lower the rear axle. Oh, you remember on this one, the center is gonna start spinning. So we need to see. Watch. See that?
Yeah.
It's gonna start spinning. So we need to hold that. So you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's one down, and now you think we need to use the torque or the impact wrench on that? Yeah, that'll work. That's been working so well today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't take this out just yet because it's so compressed.
Oh, yeah.
We'll lower this first.
Okay.
And when we do that, then we can slide it out.
All right.
So maybe we'll keep the top nut on just to hold it in place there. So now what we need to do is we're gonna use that to lift up off this jack stand, put another one under here, and pretty much just go from there. So if you want to monitor that one.
Okay. Yeah, what am I doing with this center one?
So that is gonna you're gonna raise that up to get the red jack out. Because we need to get this jack out. So that's good there, leave it there. Right. This is maxed out.
Okay.
Is that gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna lower it onto your jack stand.
Okay, because you're gonna have to crank that one back all the way up then again.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna move this.
Do you want that on the frame or anything?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just in, there you go.
We gotta lose that one. Okay.
I'll just kind of keep it going down.
Shoot, how slow can we go with this one? You ready?
You can just go ahead and loosen it and just barely.
We good? Hey, we're actually onto that jack now. But is it angled too much? Let's slowly keep going. Oh, you know what? We didn't take that nut out of the leaf pack yet. I'm just wondering, should we have done this before we started lowering it? It shouldn't affect anything, right?
Oh, that top leaf actually did just come off.
I saw that, yeah. You ready?
Yep. Just a rubber grommet up there.
So we have the axle pretty much dropped as low as it can go. Now we need a little persuasion. The leaf pack is going to go in between this one and these 3. So this is the overload, the stock overload leaf. And we're pretty much going to sandwich them.
I think we still have to get that shim out because that probably has the bolt on it.
Yeah, I don't know how long that bolt is because we're replacing it with this bolt.
Right.
So I got these little 2 ones. And I decided to bring out the big boy.
Nice. Your pants.
It just happened one day and...
They're your work pants now?
Yeah, they're my work pants now, so no comments about my open exposed knee. Because it doesn't really matter when you're doing this stuff. Well, did we really need that big yellow one?
I mean, they're definitely getting through there.
Like, which one is still stuck on it? Maybe we'll go one at a time.
Yeah. And that one's off it now.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're separated, but how do we...
Do we need to hold the whole truck up by the frame and lower the entire axle?
Like, even in the...
Like get the other side down? Because maybe that's putting stress on this, and we can maybe just let this fall down. I'm gonna do that.
But we need to support this one back up. You mean like just behind the rock rail?
Put it like on the flat frame. It's on a curved spot right now.
Yeah, part of the rock rail there. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. So like right there. Well, I guess when you don't have a floor jack, you use a lift. Yeah. Use 3 floor jacks. Okay, so stop for a sec.
So I guess we're just gonna keep wiggling it like that and then lower the axle and catch up with you in a second.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. Keep going. Oh, can you go back up at all? Okay, right there, that's good, that's good. So we're gonna keep that shim.
Hold on, should I lift this up?
What? Sure. Okay, okay. That's going through. Now hold on. I need to stick something in there like this to get it to go towards...
Hold on, don't hit the threads.
Lower it just a tad. Everything is lined up good.
Okay.
So it's just the top one now.
So we're catching up with you guys actually like 3 hours later. It has literally taken forever to get the leaf springs lined up. So we're just working on torquing the U-clamps with the leaf spring pack. But if I'll show you on the other side, as he tightens those up, this leaf is all apart right now. But there's a hole in each one, and then we're adding those, and literally for no reason, a lot of them just get all over the place. Like one hole will be here, and the one below it will be over here, a ½ inch off. So when we're putting these leaves together, we're actually hitting one end of the leaf. You can see this end right here. We'll be hitting that to help line it up. So may or may not show all of that on camera just because this is taking forever to get done. Okay, so we've got the leaf done now, and we're working on the shock, getting that in. And this, for whatever reason, is like a complete pain in the butt trying to get like this bushing into that spot. But anyway, we're almost done with this. Sorry we haven't really showed you too much of the rear installation. Technically it's very straightforward, but my goodness, these things are a pain in the butt today. Okay, so now we finally have got that in there. We sprayed a little bit of WD-40 onto the bushing.
Boy, did that help.
Yeah, that literally was the lifesaver. We're probably getting close to finishing up filming tonight just because it is getting dark. He is just tightening up the shock bolt. And the last few things, I'll show you the bushing real quick. The bushing literally is painted, so I guess when they're designing these, they put the bushing in and then paint everything. But spray some WD-40 on that, as well as the piece on the truck, which is right down here. So that side is getting finished up. Now we're gonna do this side together, and like I said earlier, we're gonna lower this axle down a little bit, and then we're gonna take this new pin that was part of the new stack. Those are 2 of the new leaves. The other one is actually already on it. We have to unbolt that. Really just put it together.
All right, guys, so after a lot of practice with the driver's side, we got this pretty much in one shot. Now you'll see that there's space between all of the springs.
Yeah.
Basically what we need to do is, yep, go ahead. So we've just got to keep working it like we did on the other side until all of them are fully compressed. And then from there we can put on the new U-bolts. So this is the bolt, or the nut that goes on top of it. But yeah, we'll catch up with you guys once we get that completely done.
So right now we finally have this leaf all intact. That is just a major pain. So now with that bolt all the way tight, we need to take the hacksaw and cut about half of it off. That way the bump stop, wherever it is sitting, can go back on top and we can do the U-bolts.
Now that's finished up, you can see the bunt stop doesn't really have that much of a depth into it. So we've got that flat against the leaves. Now we can put the U-bolts back on for real this time. Once we get those cranked down, we have to tighten up these bolts on both sides, here and here. That's that longest of the third leaf. And then one of these rubber grommets, or whatever you want to call it, go on the top.
No, you're missing a washer now.
Oh, and then one more washer, and then the nut on the top. So we're just gonna get that finger tight to hold it in place.
Yeah, and then to help get this in, because it was just ridiculous.
Where's
it's
the
got
stock bolt? Oh, I
paint on it. WD-40 is gonna be your friend.
Ready? So go a little lower, and we'll hit it into place. And that WD-40 should make it much easier to do that. Geez, why didn't we do that on the other side? Holy crap.
Alright.
Now it actually has to go a little higher now. One trick that we learned on the other side, since it was just a little bit low. Oh dude, that's, okay, that was in. I'm pretty sure that was in. So we're using just a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah. Bam.
There we go.
Oh, finally,
Work smarter,
guys.
not harder.
So that is technically done for the rear. Everything is together. So all we have to do now is the actual final tightening.
So it's the next day, you guys, and we got pretty lucky doing this lift in the dry weather because it's been raining ever since we finished up. I just wanted to recap the rear end again since that kind of took us a lot longer than we thought. I'll throw in some of the clips from last night. But basically, the rear shock has 2 bolts, one up top and one down below. Very easy to do. And then the rear leafs is what took us a long time because you have to insert a new bolt through all 6 of these sleeves. And what we forgot to do was compress the leafs in order to hold these stock ones together. So it took us a lot of hammering to line up those holes just right to get that bolt back through. But other than that, it really is a simple process for the rear. That is just what consumed most of our time. I don't need to go over the front again because we easily got that finished up. And we will have a video on the before and after heights. So we've already done the measurements at the truck stock. We're gonna go ahead and get them here. And then of course with the tires and everything to see how much of a lift that we got with this Old Man Emu kit. Should be about 3 inches up front and 2 or so inches in the rear. So that finishes up today's video of the lift install on the Tacoma. Later today we're going to get the wheels and tires mounted, get them on the truck and see how it looks. So stay tuned for that video. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next video.